All right, I'm here today. I want to talk about the Smith and Wesson SD9VE. I've been having issues with it. I've sent it back. Well, let me start off with, I bought this gun September 9th, 2016. It is now, what is it, February 4th, 2017. This gun has been back to Smith and Wesson, in Smith and Wesson's hands 3 times since the day I bought it. It's had the same issue. It's a failure to eject. And it happens real frequent, real soon, and real often. I've sent it back to Smith and Wesson, like I said, 3 times. And the only thing that they have said to me is, well, what ammo are you running? And I tell them, and they say, well, change your ammo and see how it runs. And I say, well, wait a minute, why do I want to change my ammo? The only requirement for this gun and any gun is to have quality, name brand, first run, brass ammo. And that's all I've ever run through this gun. And it won't fire it. It won't run it. I could change the ammo and it may work, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one that runs all the quality ammo. That's what they're supposed to do. And really what I base that on is because the same day that I bought this gun, I actually bought 2. Both of them, same gun, same day, same store, same minute. Now, this gun runs any ammo that I put through it just because I had this and that and I run it, but mostly I run the same ammo in this gun that I try to run in that gun, which is Speer, Lawman, 115 grain, total metal jacket. And this gun, as of today, is probably just over 950 rounds. And I have yet to experience one failure of any type with this gun ever. It runs it, it runs it, it runs it. You can run this gun until it gets hot enough to where you don't want to hold on to it anymore. You want to put it down. So this gun runs. So here we go. We're going to get loaded up. I've got two different ammos here today. I've got my Speer Lawman that I typically like, and then I've got Winchester White Box, also a 9mm, 115 grain full metal jacket. I got 6 magazines. Magazines 1, 2, 3 have the Speer Lawman in it. Magazines 4, 5, and 6 have the Winchester in it. We're going to run both. And I don't understand why Smith and Wesson keeps sending this back saying it passes their range test, because as you're going to see right here, there's no way this gun can pass a range test. It can't happen. So all right, we're going to get started and show you what it does. You take it for what it's worth. First magazine, I've got 3 rounds loaded up into this. In all the magazines, I have 3 rounds. And that's just to kind of save some ammo to get to the defect, because it really only happens somewhere in the last 3 rounds in the magazine. And you might think, oh, it's your magazine. Well, I have 6 magazines, Smith and Wesson magazines on the table, and I have 1 in my everyday carry. They're all Smith and Wesson magazines. They all run flawlessly through my everyday carry gun, and none of them will make this gun run like it's supposed to. All right, so we're gonna pop off a few rounds and we'll see what happens. Okay, well that's kind of new. I'm not sure what it did. All right, that is not any kind of a failure that I can tell, but the slide did lock back on the slide lock. We'll just see. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's doing. That is a failure to eject. And I'm about to show you that there is no way that an immediate action will clear that. Not that it really matters. Well, actually, the second round just fell out. You can't clear that. There is no immediate action that will clear this. You have to get some sort of tool, something, and dig the thing out. And that's the only way that that will clear. That was the 8th round in. The 8th round shot and then wouldn't eject. So we're going to pick up here. That's the 3rd magazine, which is what we were on. And we're going to continue. That is the 4th magazine. And the 2nd round. Exact same failure. Exact same failure. Again, you cannot clear this. You have to get a tool. How would you like to be defending yourself with this gun right here and say, wait a minute, let me get some tools, dig that spent round out, and then I'll continue to fire. Just hold on. Well, the last round in the 4th magazine fell out onto the ground, so I'm not going to mess with it. We're moving on to the 5th, 3rd round magazine. Okay, that's 6 rounds, or excuse me, that's 18 rounds out of 6 magazines and 2 failures. 2 failures to eject that no amount of immediate action can clear. Okay, right now we're going to switch over to our Winchester white box 115 grain full metal jacket, and we're going to see what it does with this. For some reason, the Winchester seems to be, I'm not quite sure why, but I keep locking the slide back when I'm using the Winchester ammo. It's never happened using the Lawman. The Lawman it's got a higher muzzle velocity than this Winchester white box does, and that might have something to do with it. I don't really know. I've got a pretty good grip on it, and nothing even comes close to the slide lock, so I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. But so far with the Winchester, that's done it twice. Okay, here's another view of another quality ammo that seems to be doing the same thing. Well, here, let me clear it for you. Well, that was not the failure to eject casing. That was the good round underneath it. Oh, that's the first one ever that actually came out on its own. Normally you have to get a tool to pull it out. Well, let's just continue and see what happens. All right. So far that was 18 rounds. Actually, I think 16 because 2 of them fell on the ground. But out of that total 18, we had what, 1 or 2 failure to ejects. And they don't just failure to eject, they failure to clear. You can't clear it without a tool, typically. And this gun should run. I don't know. You make up your own conclusions.